everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha if you've never been here before. I usually do videos all about fitness, health, lifestyle, stuff like that, but in light of recent events, I kind of wanted to talk about something different. Aside from doing YouTube as just a hobby, my full-time job is actually a marketer in the financial services industry. And this entire last 2 weeks, I have just learned so much about how our wallets are being affected and a lot of really great tips and tricks on how to save money and, of course, just as important, reducing financial stress. So today we're going to be talking about a couple different tips to help you maximize your money, save where you can. Also going to give you guys a little bit of updates from the government and what they're doing to hopefully make things a little bit better for us. And lastly, a couple ways on how to reduce stress, feel good while we are stuck inside, kind of in a quarantine state. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So let's start with money saving tips first. The first tip I'm gonna give is to figure out how much disposable income you actually have to spend. So this is gonna be after all of your expenses you have. That could be rent, mortgage, car payment, health insurance, student loans. And from there, after you pay all of that, how much money do you actually have left over? I would personally recommend going off a weekly budget. We don't really have to go anywhere right now, so we're not really tempted to spend any money. So first things first, figure out your budget. My second tip is that if it doesn't fit your budget, don't buy it. We don't know how long this current situation we're in is going to last. If you have your work hours cut from full-time to part-time, if you're just working less days in the week, or if you're not working at all, the best thing to do right now is to not spend money mindlessly. My third tip is to reduce automatic billing and subscriptions. So think of things that you're subscribed to on a monthly basis that you might not need anymore. A couple that I'm getting rid of is Wix, which is a website builder that I literally never use, and Scribd, which is kind of like Audible. It's an audio book app. A lot of different apps on your phone that maybe you have paid subscriptions to, definitely double check that. A quick hack I will give, when it comes to your streaming services, Netflix, Hulu, HBO, pool them together with your friends. One person pay for one subscription, and then you can all share account information. So if you want to watch a lot of things, now you can do it on a budget of less than $15 a month and have access to everything. So tip number 4 is gonna be about eating at home or eating out. So if it's in your budget, by all means, please go and support local restaurants. However, if it's not, then eating at home, cooking at home, it's gonna be your best alternative. When it comes to eating at home, I have a couple different hacks when it comes to grocery shopping. The first one is going to be to download any apps of grocery stores that you like to go to. So, Costco, Ralph's, Vaughn's, Sprouts, I have them all on my phone. So I'm always checking to see who has the best deals on what. When it comes to carbs like rice and pasta, it's always gonna be less expensive. When it comes to meats, if I'm on a budget, I'm sorry, I'm not getting organic. It's just too much money. But you can typically buy a lot of meat in bulk, which is always good. Canned tuna, it can definitely be a more average cost. And then when it comes to produce, I know fresh produce is awesome and we all wanna live that lifestyle, but especially in times like these, frozen produce is the way to go. Frozen fruits and vegetables, you can have a lot more for your dollar and it's not gonna go bad. My second hack is going to be kind of something that's more known, but a lot of these grocery stores are offering free delivery. So definitely always check, especially while we're practicing social distancing. My fifth tip is regarding the elephant in the room, your 401k plan. Yes, if you have looked at your 401k plan recently, I know it is absolutely devastating what is going on. However, what we have to remember is that portfolios have a healthy balance of risk and asset allocation, meaning that all the investments you choose have some sort of risk to them. My biggest advice is to definitely talk to a financial advisor, but it is okay to ride the market wave of volatility during this time. The decisions you make right now with your 401k, whether that's to take a loan or stop contributing to it, could have a huge impact on your retirement in the future. So Biggest advice, talk to a financial advisor and just ride the market wave. My sixth tip is side hustles. You would be surprised all the things you can do with just a laptop and even just a camera or your phone. No matter what industry you're in, there is money to be made, trust me. Whether you're a fitness instructor, if you're crafty, if you're a really good cook, you can make money online. You can find a side hustle. If you have any questions or if you feel like you have literally nothing you can make a side hustle from, challenge me. Put it in the comments, I will give you an idea. Okay, so before we get into ways that we can reduce some stress, let's talk about what our government's doing right now. It could cost less to borrow money right now. Basically, when our economy is going through a tough time, central banks like the US Fed are pressured to lower interest rates. So this means if you're looking to buy a home or refinance, you could get better borrowing terms. You could even get a slight discount if you carry a balance on your credit card. So if you haven't done your taxes, we do have some good news. The IRS is extending the deadline until July 15th to send in your check. Keep in mind, if you do want to receive your refund right away, you should probably file right away. And states are being encouraged to follow the IRS. However, they do not have to. So if you are in a different state, I would just double check on what they're going to do as far as taxes. Lastly, the stimulus package. And I mean the stimulus package that is going to be probably over $2 trillion to help provide some assistance to individuals, small businesses, and industries. Things are changing every single day. Today is March 20th, so I'm not going to get into too many of the logistics, but basically, they want to send us money. We're not entirely sure how much and how frequent, if this will be a one-time thing or if it will be a recurring thing. But just keep your eyes peeled on the news to see what the government plans to do. Okay, let's talk about how to relieve stress. First things first, let's stay active. Any activity is better than no activity. Whether you're gonna work out from home, watch some yoga on YouTube, go for a run, do whatever you can to stay active. We have plenty of time to kill in the day. There is literally no excuse to not go on a walk outside. In a recent article I read from Harvard, it talked about a lot of the benefits about exercising, not only physically, but mentally. I think this is something that we all know, but now as we are at home and away from a lot of different distractions, this is a perfect time to get on the exercise train. Next way to relieve stress is to stay away from FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt on social media. Right now, there is a lot of garbage on social media. I personally try to not read too much of news outlet type of information. It's just sensory overload. I try and take all of the information from the CDC and the World Health Organization. I also really enjoy reading the Skim, which is an email that comes every day for me. And just trying to stay away from those fear mongers on social media. You know what I'm saying? We see you and we know that you have good intentions, but we would really like it if you stopped. Thanks. The next one is to treat yourself. I'm not saying to go on a shopping spree, an online shopping spree, I'm not saying to do that, but treating yourself to like a face mask or cooking yourself a really delicious dinner, buying yourself like a really cute, comfy leisure outfit since you're stuck inside all day. Just do something different and really nice from yourself. While we're indoors all day, it can honestly get old really quickly, so try and spice things up for entertainment and just self-fulfillment purposes. The last thing is to stay connected. Honestly, technology is such a beautiful thing right now, being able to FaceTime loved ones or Zoom meeting or whatever you're using. For me, this virtual happy hour thing is kind of my dream come true because I don't personally like to go to clubs and bars late at night. So the fact that I can sit on my couch, drink some wine, and chat with some of my best girlfriends is kind of like heaven on earth. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just gonna end the video by saying this. Shit is crazy. We don't know how long this is gonna last. However, it's good to say that this should only be a temporary thing. Stay positive, be very grateful for what you have, and just be very smart with your money at the moment. If you haven't implemented some of these tips, I would definitely try them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to share this video with a friend if they could use some of these tips. Share any tips you have in the comments below. I would love to read them and share them. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.